What's going on, guys? Brandon here. Go over a watch list for 20th coming up, Thursday morning. I'm going to start with AMD here today. Today was a short day on AMD. Got in on the shy of the 200 EMA confirmation break, I should say the 1 minute chart here, confirmation break of the trend line. Rode this bad boy short. Had some nice, really nice gains on this guy today. Record one trade definitely, but in the grand scheme of things, we'll go back to 5-day 5 minute here. After it broke our higher high trend, and we set up for that short today, which was a pretty easy read here. It's actually looking pretty bullish today, only because it had such a crazy strong bounce here at that 30/50s level. Being a nice $0.50, we have interaction points all the way back here. So, you know, we drop out that 30/50, we're going to look at interaction tops here, interaction bottoms here, bottom here, and then a nice bottom here, right? So that 30/50 held up quite nice over the last 5 days, and we just had this para up move, and then this slow kind of rollover. A little bullish in my book right now. It's still under the 200 EMA, so we're going to have to see what it does pre-market, but with the recovery of the VWAP and a nice hold today, unlike yesterday, right, we had that big rundown under VWAP, retrace, triple bottom, and then failed the 200 and just kind of continued downward, even if we used previous day trend lines. And a lot of the students that I'm taking on right now for personal mentoring sessions and live one-on-one training will know this setup to the T, which is this last high of the day, first red candle, slice through pre-market high, and you can see the interaction rejection, textbook for that short play that we had today, and that's why I was so prominent on it. So AMD to the long side maybe tomorrow. That's what I'm thinking. It ran away from the VWAP yesterday and actually reclaimed and stayed above VWAP all day today, and kind of let the 200 EMA catch up. Rejected a little bit here after hours, but it doesn't really matter as much. But we're going to see what the gap up looks like after this huge bottom here. So had a great trade on this today, and we're going to look for some continuation. The other one I had a monster trade on today was the Amazon long here off a double bottom. Huge contract play here to the long side. But if we take a peek at the daily, we did put in a big higher low, and then we have the support blue written on it right here at 1910. We have a ton of interaction points here throughout 8.6 to about 8.27 last couple weeks here as it comes up. But the higher low today was kind of prominent. It's kind of bullish. It held really well throughout the day, and we longed it here, and we can see the previous 3-day support that it had interaction with the 1910 area here. So we're going to see how it reacts. I'm kind of bullish here. Creating higher lows all the way throughout today. Had the nice run, but again, the mentoring students I'm taking on right now, we're going to recognize the overlay 3-day here, trend line continuation from previous days. If we take our trend line that we had drawn up previous here and just keep extending it through the days, it's going to have interaction points, right? So we could have called that that late day rejection here and sell off, but it is making higher lows with good volume, coming up. So definitely a bounce play alongside here on Amazon. I'm gonna take a peek at Facebook. Kind of looks like the same kind of support deal here. Facebook has been having a pretty rough time here the last couple weeks, so we're gonna look at the interaction here at 162. I'm hoping for a sell-off early morning. You can see the resistance that it's been running into here earlier in the week. Had some interaction point with it last Thursday here. Shied it ever since, not today, but had a nice double top, and the double top did not fail. Had that run up, top, and after hours, and kind of continued through. So we're getting kind of bullish on that. So even if we're to draw a low trend line through that and see where it ends up tomorrow, would let us know a lot about what she's going to do, right? So Facebook the long squeeze, I'd expect it to run maybe a micro gap up to this like 164.50s and then come back down. But one of these channels will be support tomorrow, 162 or 162.80s on that guy. What else did I make today? NVIDIA was one that I traded as well last couple days here. The daily, the weekly. Had a nice hold here, and why the hold is so important on this one is the interaction points with the body of that red candle here. We had a nice shy here and a little shy here on the wicks, but prominently on this big sell-off, this big close here with all these heavy wicks, it did hold up a pretty nice support here. It had a big buyer's wick today, so I'm going to peek on AMD on the intraday here. You know, our triple top resistance here is a big number to play on. Triple top resistance here is going to be a big number to play on. We're going to be watching those levels at 273 as a whole and 272.40s. So I'm going to be a little bullish on NVIDIA as well. Had a nice buyer's candle, so I'm going to, if it does gap up and sell off, I'm going to buy the dip on NVIDIA here. And had quite a nice overlay trend change from yesterday's highs, right? So if we take our trend line even here, previous high, first red, slice it through the next red candle. Late day here in live. Bam, so we got 2 interaction points there. You see this guy and this guy is going to be across. And here was our trend change, right? Off that higher low. So quite the bullish move after recovering the 269 as a whole number. So it kind of broke out of this wedge and going to the upside. So we're going to see what it does at these levels, and if not, take it over 270, 230s tomorrow. Addressing the elephant in the room, of course, would be TLRY. Planning on a squeeze up, man. All the shorts that either got in late day here right at the bell that took chances. You see this crazy ass candle at the end of the day here, even on the 1 minute. Insane move, and everybody that maybe waited to the last second to short this because they thought it was going to be continuation, I think they're going to get those weekends are going to get squeezed out. So I'm expecting a retrace squeeze. I wish I could tell you where and how much, but you're just going to have to look for the squeeze here in TLRY. It was an absolute monster today with halts on the way down. Of course, we all knew it was a bubble, but where the top was, nobody could really pin it. And then the pair move pre-market here really had my eyes watching it all day today, because something that has a 100-point run plus in a day from pre-market to live that's just too much. So we expected the downside in this, and a couple people that caught it were real nice paydays here. Wish I could even fathom the moods that I was in today about it. So no real trend lines to play out. I'm not going to pretend like we could pretend what we know is going to happen to this thing. We're going to chart out some of these support bounces, some resistance that it has, and we're going to play it. I expect to squeeze up. It could be as high as the 240s. If it goes higher than that, I wouldn't see it any higher than 265, I'd hope. But who knows? We could wake up tomorrow and it could be gapped down to all garbage. But I'm looking for that retrace where we had those awesome covers yesterday's close at 154 coming up here at live, and everybody that shorted it for the continuation has just been bouncing in this channel, right? So we're going to look for it to maintain this channel and then probably squeeze up. Hopefully reject somewhere in the 240s, because it had a huge rejection point. It took some contracts here short on this one right here live, and had that nice play. So 240s is a big rejection point. Not only is it pre-market, but it triple topped it in live, and had quite the time getting over it. Even when it did break, it retraced back under 240 to have this parabolic squeeze. So a lot of shorts piled in at 240s, and we're really expecting that to be the top, and got squeezed out. So yeah, that's what we're going to be looking at for tomorrow. If anything else comes out, we will tackle it pre-market. We'll see you guys in the morning.